All right, hello everyone. So, Cyberpunk 2077, we got Night City Wire episode 4. This is like a little docu-series where they show us every single episode something new about the game. So, I'm not certain what this one is going to entail, what it's going to show us, but I'm hoping maybe we get some vehicles, maybe some more story motions. We got the gangs and a whole bunch of other stuff and life paths, all weapons, all throughout the other episodes. But without further ado, let us get into watching this and see what they have in store for us. We only got about a month left before it releases, so I'm super excited and super hyped.
You don't believe in the fate. Every day digging the grave. Stepping up to what it takes. City of dreams, city of
Welcome to Night City Wire, Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about
They
all
do a really
things
good job posting
Cyberpunk
this. They ask really good
2077.
questions.
We're going to start today's episode by giving you a look at just some of the vehicles you might
Oh, there we go.
procure during your time in
Perfect.
Night City, and having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at the lengths the teams have gone to bring vehicles to life. We're also going to have news on an exciting collaboration. Then we're going to be talking about fashion and styles in Night City before we recap the incredibly talented finalists in our Cyberpunk cosplay
I'm wondering if that
contest.
collab
We'll
is
then
maybe
wrap
that
up today's
Studio
episode
Trigger
with some
anime that
news
they're
about
talking
Stadia.
about. That's going to come to
There is
Netflix.
a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
I like too how they condense it into like a good little 25-minute video. And oh, I need this song in my life right now. Just absolutely rocking. Hopefully next music they give us a little bit more
In a
tease about the
huge
music.
open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast. And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Get this.
They're really
4-liter engine, 6-cylinder, goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
I wonder how much you can actually customize and give you the interior and whatnot. They're just kind of base.
We've
like something
crafted every
Grand Theft
car
Auto
and
would do.
motorbike with amazing attention to detail. On the chassis, the body, not to mention the interiors. You can
There's a lot
expect
of people on the
everyone not
streets,
only
too. I
to
love
look
that.
unique, but to deliver a unique driving experience.
All right, show me what you got.
It looks so smooth.
Don't expect advanced tech or luxurious materials here. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's not the size that counts, I guess.
I love how
This
you can
class
kind
is
of
mostly
take some of
utility
them anywhere.
vehicles and low-end clunkers made for every pocket.
Same thing too, how there's just different car brands. It's so
Oh, my damn wreck. Well, definitely no guy or girl mech.
If you need to impress, look to this class alone.
Russian families.
I'm putting my ride on the line. Either you match it in cash, or you can forget about the fight.
It sounds like this is some running wheels in the background
With
too.
these wheels, no expense has been spared, no thrill ignored. Their plush interiors decked out in all the latest tech, while you get to sit back and enjoy the ride. Masterful engineering and practical design. Trucks and tanks for when you need power and brute force.
Hell of a machine.
Meat beast, my pride and joy.
Whatever when it comes
These
to ice and
monsters are
whatnot,
literally
how much you're gonna have to
unstoppable.
customize and use these vehicles to your advantage.
These
gonna
are
be
for
cool,
choos
too.
who love the smell of exhaust
certain
and
ones
the
can
roar
put
of
you in
street
jeopardy,
wildlife.
while certain ones
Their
can make
powerful
the perfect
engines and
mission.
exchangeable parts
Or
make
they
them
all have their
perfect for
flaws
tuning.
and perks to them.
I want to smell that choo-choo bird!
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD, or just showing off in the
They
streets.
look so smooth.
With these high-powered
like, oh, they
beasts,
graphically
you will
look
have
amazing, but
only
just driving wise,
respect.
it looks like a simulator,
Oh yeah,
Which-
like that!
is amazing.
If you need speed and armor, the hypercar class is for you. It means precise bodywork, built-in LiDAR
And I like that one
arrays,
on the
and
far
really
right.
expensive materials.
Imagine you're sitting on a pile of eddies. Probably less than 1,000 people in the world can afford the erendite.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
They will take you places you never dreamed you'd go. Oh, and original vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077. We also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Floor it.
V.
That's gonna
Paul,
be so
thank you
cool.
so much for joining us. I think it's fair to say we've come a really long way from Roach in The Witcher, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yep, there's a lot to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the various classes of different cars, because in the video we saw there were things like economy and luxury vehicles. But can you tell us a bit more about their kind of design philosophy? What does each kind of class offer when people are driving them around Night City?
Absolutely. Depending on the variation of the car that you're either buying or stealing, depending on your flavor, yeah, you'll notice that they don't just look different, but they'll also drive different and feel different. If you're buying or stealing a nice fancy looking sports color version of a car, you'll notice that it drives faster, sounds a little bit more punchy and sporty than, for example, a junkier version of that same car.
Speeds that
Like solar panels tied to the roof, or some other pipes that are hot wiring some other cyberpunk components in your car. And well, if it looks cheap, it probably drives cheap too.
So it seems that not only do the cars look good on the outside, but there's an awful lot of detail on the inside as well. Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the Quadra Type 66 that the gang's driving out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Yeah, definitely. If you're about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you get in, you'll see the dashboard light up nicely. You'll see your dial indicators revving a little bit. But that may not exist for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely.
That's cool.
No matter what your flavor is, you'll find something that suits your needs.
So what about racing then?
Doesn't
Will
sound
it
like
be
you
racing?
can quite
Because I know people have
customize
been
it,
asking.
but
Yes, we're absolutely
they're
going to
customized
have
for you. You just
several
gotta find
races
the
in
ones
the
that you
game.
like the
Different
most.
locations, if you know you're going to be driving in the Badlands. Maybe bring a Nomad car, because it's just built to driving in the Badlands. But if you know you're going to be racing in Night City, just bring the hottest wheels you've got, because you're going to need all the power you can get. No matter where you're racing though, you need to bring a gun, because this is Night City and you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, so you talk about bringing cars then. Let's talk about storing and calling cars, because we know people can steal them. But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection? And then how do they actually, summon them?
Well, summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your transportation may or may not show up on a roof somewhere, but we're still working on fixing some bugs here and there. But yeah, if there's a car that you really, really like very much, if you can't wait to own a Quadra or a Type 66, you'll get a message from your fixer and says, hey, I've got a Quadra for sale for you, do you want to buy it? All you have to do is drive over, pay the money, and you've got your very own Quadra. Not to mention that every single vehicle that you buy, every single player vehicle, is absolutely unique in every way. It's got a unique interior, unique exterior, paint job. It'll sound different, but it'll also handle different.
So in the video, we did mention there was space for a true automotive icon. Do you want to reveal what that actually is?
Yes, please.
Of course. The car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's car. And Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a big rocker boy and he needs some wheels to match. So we gave him a 911 Porsche from 1977.
I was hoping it was going to be the John Wick car.
In 2077,
because of that
Johnny's
Keanu's
car is
voice
going
over
to be
top of
exactly
it.
100 years old.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for your time today. Personally, I think I'm going to try and balance being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a Mai Mai, because I love that little car. I think I could do it, right? I could be cool and in a Mai Mai.
Definitely. Mai Mai's absolutely cool as long as you stay on the road and not on the sidewalk.
I'll try my very best. We'll see. In past episodes, we've said that music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life.
Here we go.
But it's not just music. Our teams went to incredible lengths to recreate and capture the sounds that really bring these vehicles to life.
Okay, cool.
I
Sound
mean,
design.
they might have had some fun driving them, but I'm pretty sure that's just a perk of the job.
I wonder if maybe we'll get a little clue into maybe different radio stations and stuff like that. If they're gonna talk about music and how it evolves around the driving in the cars in this game.
We started with the visuals,
That's
and then
nice.
we wanted to
Yeah, I think I really want
proper
one of those
sound to the
collections.
visuals
That is
so
a
that you have
slick,
like a
sleek
nice
looking car.
feeling or the nice vibe of the complete car. And then we moved on to organizing the whole thing. Early on, we made the decision that we are going to record on the racetracks, and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with Tomek Choki, who is like very, very well-known racing driver in Poland. That's really a nice sensation when you're driving with a racing driver and then he pushes the car to the limits. Like you can feel the G's with the braking and tight cornering, and you can feel the car actually like bending the laws of physics. We wanted to record a broad spectrum of cars, so we started with the powerful muscle cars, and then we went to more screaming tuned V6s, inline 6s, and then we went to V10s. We wanted to grab the off-road
it's
cars.
super important to have like a
grab
car's
some
feel, sound,
drift
look,
cars, just to have the
everything
more
you can think
aggressive
about
factor
them.
in the cars.
Just do like finding your
We
car
had
in
to
the game,
assemble
like you're
a
saying,
sound
is going to be
group
so
or a
satisfying.
sound team that would make the placing of the mics process very, very fast because we had plenty of cars to do in a short time span.
We had the team of mechanics from a rally team, and they helped us immensely. What they've done is allowed us to put the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access differently. Putting a mic right into the car, they helped us to locate the places that are the best.
Usually place 3 microphones in the engine bay, 3 microphones in the exhaust, and 2 microphones in the car. Cars are very, very complex in terms of sound, and it's very difficult to get all the necessary components that you have to make it sound believable.
But we were trying to look for something that would give us the character of the engine.
We wanted to use normal organic electric engine that you could actually have in the nowadays car.
We didn't want the engines to be futuristic sci-fi-ish sounding. We want them much more organic, much more down to earth, something that would represent the combustion engine. And on top of that, we added small elements like the futuristic horns or like a futuristic UI of a car. It makes you
Those
feel
are
like you're in
cool
the car of the
looking
future,
doors.
and some car might talk to you,
That
other
was
car
really
might have
cool
dips
looking.
and
It
bobs
almost looked like it
that
just
will
levitated in the
make you feel
place.
like you're in a futuristic vehicle.
We wanted to be very, very close to what Mike set up in the lore, and early on we decided to record Johnny's original car, which is the Porsche 911 930 from 1977.
We recorded on dyno in control environment in a chamber. We could put mic in very different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded is the only car really that will be really sounding like the real car in the real world.
We recorded more than 40 vehicles.
Not often do we record so many
the windows
vehicles
can
for a
sound
game that is
realistic,
not really
love
a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with the sound team. This was something that we didn't do before, so creating the designs, creating the technology behind how the sound behaves, that's the best thing actually I ever did in my sound career.
And it looks like it paid off so much. You can tell why like they had to keep delaying this game and just fine tune it, because holy is there a lot of
There
work
has
that
been
had
a
to be
lot
done.
of talk about cars so far, so let's take a look at another collaboration. This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
The smell. The travel.
Yeah.
Journey. Freedom.
No, you know, it's not like deeper.
I'm Guard Hollinger.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
And we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle, and we're doing some audio recording for Cyberpunk 2077. Arch Motorcycle is a custom production motorcycle company. What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
I had no idea Keanu was involved in stuff like that. That's pretty sweet.
When CD Projekt Red approached me about doing Cyberpunk 2077, they also spoke about integrating. They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating kind of specialized Cyberpunk
really cool.
2077 version of the Arch Motorcycle. And I thought that was a very fine idea.
We have a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method
driving
143.
and buying motorcycles.
And so that, I think in particular, was a creative inspiration for the designers. So they sort of used that as a basis and then went further. So it has a totally different, crazy looking power plant.
We did all the stuff.
It's good, I like it.
Today we're capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power plant, drivetrain, and characteristics of the motorcycle, which I'm sure they will, have play with and stuff, but the source will be pure.
It has a sort of a racing engine in it compared to our production motorcycles. It has a dual exhaust system. And it sounds pretty...
Sounds good.
I could definitely blindfolded tell that that's the Method 143-ish sounding motorcycle, yeah.
There's some empty streets here and there, but like for the most part, when they showed off the driving, it does look pretty busy. And like I said, I wanted the city to feel alive, and that's definitely one way to do it.
Nature of the role-playing aspect of the game.
I'm certain different.
It'd be cool, to be honest.
Just sit there. Certain times of the day, certain districts, stuff like that is going to be
into the madness of
busier or less busy, depending on all of these different factors. Because like it isn't as populated as I thought it would be, but I mean,
if you're
you
tuning
gotta
in
be able
late,
to drive.
if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now it's time to talk about styles in Night City. Are you more kitsch or neo-militarism?
Well, this could be the main menu theme.
Welcome to the brief authoritative history of Night City. This chapter is devoted to so-called styles, deeply linked with the history of the world, and a very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere. In cars, clothes, guns, implants. They are your war paint. As one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
Oh,
the moves on this girl. Swoosh, swoosh, slicing them up like sashimi.
4 visual styles are evident in the Night City of 2077, each with its own history, status, and features. Neon hair, illuminated tattoos, and chrome. Function comes second. Looks are what matter.
Yeah, those are very colorful.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
The Fourth Corporate War broke out, and entropism was born. Vast and deep crises forced people to find ways to survive by any means. Getting the job done, no matter how, was the primary goal. The look? Who cares?
I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Fuck them. Fuck this job. Fuck this city.
Deadly elegance without
I was
ostentation.
gonna say, I feel like I might just
Corporate militaristic fashion,
I just like that
mostly seen in the
look.
wealthier parts of town. Substance over style, that's the motto.
Definitely gonna be the more expensive option for clothing, I'm certain.
Celebrities, braindance stars, business magnates, heirs to corporate fortunes and corporate executives. They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
Oh shit, these hands. Sometimes it seems like I just brush something and sparks fly.
Jeez, those holes.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you a very pleasant stay in our marvelous metropolis. Good luck, and goodbye.
That first style of clothing, I really like the
NC's Legends.
colors
Know
of the
where you'll find
mechanics.
most of them?
Like the arms and the legs.
Graveyard. Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk.
I feel like he's just gonna be the biggest bro. If he gets hurt, I'm not gonna be happy.
Just before this episode started, you might have tuned in early and seen our Cyberpunk cosplay contest finale. But just in case you've missed it, we've prepared a little summary for you featuring our very talented finalists. In the Cyberpunk cosplay contest, we asked our very talented community to cosplay a character from the game based on the art, screenshots, videos, cosplay guides, etc. We thought regular trophies weren't quite cool enough, so we decided that the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons from the game.
That's cool.
They have been specifically made for this occasion, and the winners can do with them as they please. And now, the 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers who have competed for first place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077
Let's see.
cosplay contest. Are you ready to meet them?
I'm gonna see which one's my favorite, and I'm gonna see which one I think won. Whoa. Yeah, that's really detailed. That's crazy. Jeez, that's crazy. I want one of those jackets. That's awesome how he made that. That's so cool looking. Just like the lights and the colors and just everything that's put together. That's so impressive.
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing to talk about. Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was coming to Stadia, and today we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside other platforms, and pre-orders are starting now. Night City Wire is almost over, but if you do want just a little bit more, then stay tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join us for our post show. As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly, and we'll be back with Night City Wire episode 5 soon. No,
Perfect.
actually, there is one more thing we're going to show you.
What you got?
Welcome to the diner.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house?
You wanna rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need a softer touch, stronger spine, because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy. I'm in.
Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
Oh man, I'm so excited. That was a really good episode too. I like everything that they showed off. I'm so impressed by the cars and just too like the styles that you have. Purchasing them, finding them in the city. I still want to see a little more about that. I'm certain that we're gonna get more of that in the actual game itself.
More streaming.
I was hoping for customization of the cars, and maybe I just missed something here, but I'm certain there's gonna be little things you can fine tune here and there, be able to store them in garages. I like the little roach joke that they made too about it popping up on a house, but that was a really sweet episode, and I'm so excited to see episode 5 of this. I think they're only doing 5. They didn't say anything about the last, so maybe 6. Who knows? But the more of these we get, the more I'm excited for it because I want to soak up everything like a sponge in this game, and I'm super, super excited for it. But yeah, let me guys know what you thought about episode 4 in the comments down below. What you're most excited for from the vehicles, which ones from all the manufacturers in the game that they showed, which car do you want the most? There's so many nice looking ones. But yeah, as always, you can give this video a thumbs up. If you like what you see here, you can subscribe down below and turn the little ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. You can also check out all of my other playlists all throughout my channel to see everything that I do on this channel, including reaction videos and video game playthroughs. You can check out my Twitch for a lot of my video game playthroughs because I'm primarily doing them there for now. And yeah, awesome guys. I just can't wait for this game.